Hello, friends! Welcome back to Go Buff Yourself and Thousand Faces presents The City of the Crimson Tower, Session 37! My name is Ethan, I am your forever GM as always, and as always, I am joined by our 5 heroes. Let's go around really quick and say hi to them. Playing Karina, we have Matty.
Hello there.
Playing Nyne is Mav.
Hello.
Lauren is playing Brawk.
Oh, hi.
Hawthorne, played by Sally.
Hi there, everyone.
I really wish that were Darth Maul's official voice. And Gloria.
Canon.
His voice. This is his exact voice.
It's canon.
And Gloria is played by Anna Margaret.
Hello.
Few quick announcements before we jump in, y'all. If you want to catch up on any of our past campaign, or any of our past sessions from any of the many ongoing campaigns that we have here at Go Buff Yourself, Under the Crooked Moon, City of the Crimson Tower, Lords of Sin, Wild Beyond, you can catch up on everything you've missed on Go Buff Yourself, either the podcast version, anywhere you get podcasts, or on YouTube as Go Buff Yourself. This campaign, like all of ours, is 18 plus. This one because it is slightly horror vibed. So please check the content descriptions if you think that will apply to you in any capacity. Man, my announcements, I'm getting through them quick now. Anyone else think of anything that we need to say before we jump on in? Aside from the fact that, Sally, you look awesome.
Sick.
This is my natural skin tone. Yeah.
If you do like TTRPGs, we stream a ton of them here. If you like cozy video gaming, point and click, and retro games, we stream that too. Lauren streams that here, so please, if you feel so inclined, throw a follow here. It never hurts and it doesn't cost you anything, and then you'll get notified when we go live. So, I think that's everything. So let's run that incredible intro video so that we can get into session 37 of the City of the Crimson Tower. We are back. When we were last in the City of the Crimson Tower, specifically in the borough or town known as Vallaki Hills, our 5 had a very adventurous first full day in Vallaki Hills. Finding out about a theft of holy bones, finding that they'd been stolen and given to a coffin maker, encountering a nest of vampires, dealing with one of their own shifting into a werewolf, retrieving the bones of Saint Andrel and returning them to the church. They also experienced a vision caused, apparently, by this fog, this mist that is now twice poured forth from Karina, and they saw, participated in, an ancient battle led by the armies, or led by an ancient battle on the side of the army of Stradia von Zarovich. After witnessing this and returning to reality, the group talked for a little bit, split up, did some shopping, but eventually, mostly, with the exception of Karina, who lingered at the church along with Ira to stay the night there. The rest of you all eventually went back to the Blue Sky Inn, where you were delivered a letter. A letter which contained an invitation by one Lady Fiona Wachter to dine at her estate, Wachter House, the next evening. After receiving this invitation, the crew split up a little bit more, with Gloria and eventually Nyne heading upstairs to prepare for a bit of an impromptu date that Nyne had set up with Danny and Erwin, the owners of the Blue Sky Inn, previously. And so, it was here, inside the Blue Sky Inn, still with about 10 other folks in the common room that we left off. And we're going to pick up, really quick, with Hawthorne and Brawk, who were left down here in the common room as Nyne went upstairs. Do the two of you have any plans for the evening before getting some sleep? Is there anything you two would like to do?
I'm trying to recall because I thought we were doing something at that moment, and I'm trying to recall 100% what it was, because I wanted to get a drink, and I was coming back there because wasn't there something that evening going on in the town?
No, nothing this evening.
Okay, nothing this evening. Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because that was the
Great
one of the
question,
reasons
yeah.
we wanted to come back to the inn. So Hawthorne would definitely be sitting there, and because of everything that's happened, the number one thing he'd be doing is he'd be drinking. And he'd be drinking with his buddy Brawk, and Brawk can't really hold his liquor too well, so.
Not even a little bit. So as Brawk is continuing to attempt to keep up, at least for the first two drinks with Hawthorne, he is becoming slowly but surely more wobbly, to the point where Hawthorne even has to steady him on his stool. And he's flustered, he's flushed red. we gotta go to dinner. Us.
Food, yeah. Well, don't you want to see Gloria and Nyne when they come down? They gotta be looking real sharp. I'm excited to see, and he's gonna like take another little shot. I'm so excited to see what they look like.
And Brawk puts both of his hands on the table, and he kind of leans over. Can I just say, I think it's just so great that they were able to find they were able to find some joy in this that they have each other.
Well, I've been meaning to ask you this, Brawk. Gonna take a little sip of the shot that he just put.
Yeah.
So, Karina.
Yes.
I think she might like you, but I don't know. She seems to get naked around you guys a lot. I just wanted to know your feelings on this.
Yeah. I just gotta say, I think that Karina doesn't. I don't think Karina likes me like that. I don't know. No ladies have ever liked me like that, and I don't think that she. I don't think that she would either. I think she just. I think she just likes to fuck with me.
Ha! Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Not meaning that someone couldn't love you. You're a handsome fella. That's all I'm saying.
He takes his hand and he slicks back the sweat and grease-laden hair on his head. You really think so?
Aw, come on. Have you seen yourself in a mirror?
Yeah, yes.
Drunk right now. And
yes,
he's like,
doesn't your tummy hurt?
It feels like I'm getting stronger for some odd reason. You know, I got like this courage within me building. I feel like I could probably do pretty bad on certain, like, acrobatics at the moment, but I think I could really take down some people. Oh, okay. Oh, he's asleep. I think he's asleep now. Yeah. I should probably carry him upstairs. Hawthorne's gonna take the last of his shot, and then he's gonna scoop up Brawk, and he's gonna start to carry him up the stairs to the bedroom.
Erwin from behind the bar sees you doing this and just gives you a small chuckle under his breath, but then a wave and a nod as the two of you start to make your way upstairs. And Gloria and Nyne. Gloria, you headed up well before Nyne did. Well, about 10 or 15 minutes before. Which of the two of you do you think would be ready first?
I would like to argue that 10-15 minutes is not well before when one's getting ready. It undoubtedly would be Nyne that was ready first.
Hey, knocks on the door. Hey, can you excuse me?
Yes?
I forgot that we were sharing a room together for a little bit.
You can come in. I already showered. I'm just doing my hair.
I want to be surprised a little bit.
Then
So
don't come in.
I just need for you to hand me my bag in there. Just hand it to me. That's where my clothes are.
Maybe it'd be better if you just close your eyes and I'll finish getting. I'll do my hair at the end. Okay, I guess. Is the bag obvious?
Yeah, it's the one I carry around with me all the time. It's just
Okay, cool. I'll grab your bag and hand it to you.
Thank you. And just shuts the door real quick and runs to get ready.
And so I think as you've done this, you've retrieved your bag and used, the other room that your group has access to. I think that Hawthorne, Brawk, you might or might notice this. It depends on how conscious you are. But Hawthorne, Hawthorne, you see as Nyne steps out of the room that you were heading to with Brawk. Nyne, could you please describe yourself? What does Hawthorne see?
Cool. You see Nyne in a nice sweater vest, nice slacks, and a bow tie that he is trying to put together, but he is visibly angry because he does not like bow ties, he does not like ties around his neck, and he's just getting frustrated. But he also still has a nice, like this hat, and everything matches. So with a nice long sleeve shirt that he has rolled the sleeves up on.
And you just see Nyne step out and fussing with the undone bow tie.
Bow ties are stupid. Why is everybody wear these things?
Hawthorne's so drunk that his gayer side is coming out. So he sees this and he's like, "Hi, look at you!" And he starts shaking his butt. He's like, "You're gonna go have some fun." He's just a little excited and drunk, and then he's like, "Oh, you need some help, man?" And he just goes back to being naturally Hawthorne. "You need some help with that bow tie? You need help? I know how to do a bow tie."
Yes, please.
You're gonna gently set Brawk down instead of just dropping him. He almost drops him because he's like,
Is he drunk?
No. Oh man, who's not? Oh, you. Okay, hang on. Let me do this. I got this. And he's going to do your bow tie for you. Okay, hang on. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Oh, you're looking sharp now. And he's gonna whack you on the side.
How many have you had?
Oh, we were supposed to count? Fuck. Oh.
Do you need
There
help?
wasn't counting. Oh no. I feel like I've gotten stronger. I was telling Brawk that, but I got him. Don't worry. We're gonna go in here. You just, and he goes back to, "You enjoy your time." He goes back to shaking a little bit, like he's excited for him. Picks up Brawk and goes into the room.
Take a penny.
No one's gonna believe me that I saw that. No one. Just keep being you, big guy. Keep being you.
Oh, don't you just look a pretty picture? And you turn and you see Danny. Danny, who is walking down the upper hall where you are, a basket of fresh linens that she is carrying. Oh, she's just going to, when she sees you, oh, come here. And she pulls you a little bit closer and just straightens your bow tie a little bit. There you are, perfect. Everything is, Erwin let me know everything's set up. So, do you want me to wait or to come up here and meet her? Or do you want to head on down? It's so rare that we get to host something like this around here. I'm a little excited for you.
Well, what I wanted to do is to wait for her at the bottom of the steps. Okay, let me tell you this. There was a thing that...
Here, step this way.
We're in a
and
weird house.
She pulls you away from the doors of the guest rooms.
Yeah. I want to be at the bottom of the steps and kind of greet her at the bottom.
Oh, you are just such a romantic.
So,
oh, yeah, that's no problem.
I am trying to be.
You wait
I
down
don't know
there.
how to do that.
Glory is going to trip and fall down the stairs. Both.
Just take a Benny, even though it didn't even happen yet. A preemptive Benny.
I'm thinking ahead of time.
And Danny says to you, well, in that case, why don't you come on downstairs? Let's get you a drink. If I know anything about us women, you're going to be waiting a little while, so you might as well get yourself a drink, soothe your nerves.
Thanks. And it's just one of those awkward, like, thank you. I don't know what I'm doing. It just feels right, but I'm trying my best to, I want to do things nice for her because she deserves it. So.
And she just continues to give you, like, motherly or aunt style reassurance as she guides you downstairs of like, you're gonna do great, you've already done amazing, and just starts guiding you downstairs. And before we see Gloria emerge, Karina,
Yes.
The door to the room that you and Ira are sharing opens, and Ira walks in a towel, or at least top half still towel, bottom half has pants on, and as they step in, right, bath is all yours. You need it before you're getting anywhere near this bed.
There are about 100 ways you could have said that.
Oh, how should I have said it
insulting.
nicer? That you smell like a delightful pile of shit? Because you do. I mean, you're a delightful one, but you do still smell like you slept in a manure cart.
Okay. I'll be back.
I'm not trying to...
That... I'll see you in about half an hour. And she's just going to walk by. And just as she's about to walk by Ira, she's going to pull Ira's towel down and then run out the door. Close it behind her.
You just hear shouting behind as you just go dashing, and you almost run headfirst into Father Lucian, who had all of the things that the Church of St. Andrel has are simple. They aren't. The towels that he is carrying are threadbare. They aren't plush, but they are clean. And he has a small stack of towels as you almost run into him. Karina, I was just coming. Do you all have everything that you need? I brought some more towels.
Oh, thank you, Father Lucian. Which way's the bath?
Oh, yeah. And he sets the towels down on just like a little bench, a simple wooden bench outside of the room, and then he leads you to the bathroom. It's, again, simple. Got a old porcelain tub in there, but the water is hot, it is clean, it is simply simple. And as soon as he shows you there, he gives a nod and a small bow and just closes the door behind him, leaving you there.
She takes a long moment to just take a breath and enjoy the steam of the water before she only has one arm, slowly gets undressed because it's a challenge. And using the nearby bench and just kind of like, once again, takes a little bit longer than normal, she will load up her opium pipe and settle into the hot tub for a little bit of relaxation.
As you undress, there's a mirror here that is in need of some cleaning. But as you glance at yourself as you undress, you see scars, scabs, recent wounds from the numerous nearly fatal encounters that you have experienced in the last 48 hours. And as you sink into the bath, the steam filling the air around you, and your lungs fill with that relief from your pipe, what do we see on your face, Karina?
It's a mixture of like a deep furrow to her brow. Mostly her face fell when she saw her reflection. She doesn't know who she was before all of this happened, but she knows that she cared a lot about how she looked. She was vain. She has slight memories or flashes of perfection and symmetry. And looking in the mirror now, she is far from a depiction of symmetry, far from perfect. And it takes a minute of the opium flowing through her lungs before her frown will just kind of fall to almost a void expression. Not fully relaxed, but an attempt to be empty.
As you eventually lean back, close your eyes, and relax for a moment. Which of your arms is the one that is injured? Your left?
Left arm, yeah.
Left. Your left arm under the water, dead at your side. Your eyes close. And you feel a very familiar sensation that you felt just a few hours earlier. You feel your left arm spasm. You feel as your left hand grows sharp claws and grabs onto the side of the bathtub here and begins to scratch into the porcelain, and your eyes snap open and you look towards your arm and it's just dead at your side in the water still.
She's going to, having seen that, having felt that, she's going to attempt to get out of the tub as fast as possible, and in doing so, just kind of, for lack of a better term, flop out of the tub onto the tiles and just curl up into a ball, like shaking and crying and like as quiet as she can be, because she's not at home. She's not somewhere she feels like she can burden those around her. And so she's just going to break on that floor for as long as it takes to find that point where she can ground herself and stand up once again and face people that she could have killed hours ago.
As the shaking, the begins to subside. It's still there, but it's more like a shiver than a full body racking. There is a quiet knock on the door and a muffled, "Karina? You alright?"
I'm fine. Thank you.
Do you need help? I can help you get dressed.
Yeah. I need help.
Just opens the door quietly and they poke their head in. And you're on the opposite side. The tub is kind of in the center of the room, and you're on the opposite side of it where you exited. So Ira doesn't initially see you, but then as they look around, look down and see you on the ground, shut the door and fight the impulse to run over to you, because that higher energy might only make things worse. But as they arrive next to you, just squats down next to you and takes you into their arms with a towel, or grabs a towel first and wraps you, and then sits down next to you, and Ira pulls you onto their lap and just holds you. No words, no questions, no expectations, no fidgeting, just there with you.
She just kind of buries her face in the crook of Ira's neck and wraps around her the best she can with her one arm and just sits there in silence until the shivering subsides, until she can breathe again.
We leave the two of you here in this moment. And we return to the Blue Sky Inn. Gloria. There might not be anyone around at this moment to witness as you step forth from the room, but there are certainly people who would see you as you start to descend the steps. And so, Nyne, have you gotten a drink, as was suggested?
Yes, I have, and I
Okay.
am waiting at the bottom of those steps.
Erwin has been quite a bro throughout the 15 or 20 minutes, however long you were down here, and kept you distracted. Was just talking with you the whole time. And so we see Erwin leaning across the bar, finishing some funny story, and he just stops mid-sentence, and you see his eyes go upward, and he straightens, and he gets this tight-lipped smile on his face, and just looks at you and
Wrong with you?
gives a wide-eyed nod, and just walks away.
Where are you going?
And as you turn your head to look up the steps, what do we see, Gloria?
Well, I took a little bit more time than usual. When you're sort of on the run from people, there's not as much time to make sure that there's proper rouge application, but today I went a little bit crazy. I'm wearing kind of like a conservative knee-length dress with a sweet little sweetheart neckline. It's kind of nipped in at the waist. I've got the fresh stockings I bought with a really kind of pretty straight black line that goes up the back there, which is very much in fashion. And since, I was finally able to get some new fresh ones, they look great. I've got practical but classy pumps. I pinned my hair into waves, and it's with the makeup on, my eyes look much wider than usual, and it's kind of shocking because it's similar to how Karina was describing. You get so used to not having a mirror. It's a little funny when you get an extra 30 minutes to really, powder your nose, put on some blush, make a little bit of a smoky eye.
Nyne,
I have.
could you roll me a spirit check? With a -1, please.
Please go weak in the knees and fall over.
I'll flip my hair.
It's Constitution.
I
How
do
do I
have an
add it?
everything shower for this event.
just-
Yeah, I made sure I showered first, and I got ready.
We can just subtract the -1 ourselves. That's
Okay,
easy.
fine. That's fine. That's a 3.
A 3. Are you wearing any rings or anything on your hand, Nyne?
No, I
Okay.
have no ring.
Luckily,
That's
that's a good thing, because it means that as your drink in your hand starts to shake, it doesn't make a clinking sound from your ring, but you do have to put the drink down on the table or on the counter because your hands are just a little too unsteady right now, which for you, someone whose hands are your tools of your trade, to have that compromised, that means something.
Also, Anna Margaret, what colors are you wearing, by the way?
Oh, a bit of a jewel tone. It really brings out my eyes and like how pale my skin is. And my wings, which look like much more shimmery than usual because, you know, even though I haven't touched the battles, I've been near them. And that weighs on you.
So, usually Nyne's vision is in black and white, like you would normally see in like a noir comic or a movie, with splashes of color every now and then on very important pieces. But Gloria is the only thing Nyne ever sees in full Technicolor. Anything that she touches turns colorful. When she walks down the steps, it lights and illuminates and fills that entire stairwell with color, because in this black and dark and gray world, she is the color of his eyes. So,
Which is very sweet as I very carefully make my way down the stairs because it's tricky. My feet are better when they're not touching the ground. They're like a little bit. It's better for like balancing while flying. But anyway, so I'll try. I'll go slow.
I'm going to make a quick roll here really quick. I just need to know evens or odds. Evens will be...
Me?
No, I was just doing this. Gloria, as you start to descend the steps, ever so lightly floating above the stairs just a little bit, the volume in the tavern drops for about 7 seconds. It's not long, but it's long enough for you to make it down, partway down the steps, that just people mid-conversation just... Because you have not seen anyone. None of you have seen anyone in your time in not just Valaki Hills, but in Barraville, dressed this magnificently, this beautifully. And it's like a beacon that people's eyes are just drawn to for a moment. And then the conversations resume, the chatter picks back up. That's not for them to linger on too long, but it is... You do make an entrance. Do you make it all the way down the steps, Gloria? Like, this is your call. Do you...
I float the last few. It's
Okay.
fine.
All right, cool.
Why
And
risk it? I'm doing well.
so Gloria makes it to the bottom of the steps, right next to you, Nyne.
Hi.
you... Hey, you're beautiful. So, yes, the date. Yes, we got a date. It's back
As
here.
Nyne- Is it okay if I jump in here?
Go ahead,
As
please.
Nyne starts to... yes, very much. As Nyne starts to stammer, again, bro of bros, Erwin, appears next to you all in... not quite a mockery of a butler, but more the best he can do. Instead of like a, perfectly clean white rag over his left arm, it's a dish towel that has some stains on it. And, he's slicked his hair back, by which I mean ran his hands through his hair to push it back a little bit, and he just...
Madam, sir, your space for the evening is prepared for you, if you'll follow me.
Oh, you're so charming. Thank you. I'll drape my arm through yours.
Let's go. Thank you.
He leads you back on the first floor, but away from the main common room, and then down a short set of wooden steps, and to another room that, as he opens it, is very clearly a wine cellar. There are numerous barrels and tons here and all of that, but they are in racks along the walls of the room. For the most part, there are a few scattered around, but it's currently illuminated with soft candlelight. Sitting on an upright barrel in the corner is what looks like a phonograph. And there is another larger barrel that has a white tablecloth draped over it, candle there, two chairs set up on one on each side, and there is on top of the tablecloth, in addition to the place settings, there is a vase with flowers that are very bright, and you only realize after looking at them for a second that they are wooden painted flowers. But it's the brightest flowers that they could provide. And as Erwin leads you all in, he turns around in the room, kind of beaming with a little bit of pride, and
We don't have a lot of wine left these days, but we have a few bottles, Danny and I, that we have put aside for special occasions. It would be an honor to us both if you would allow us to open a bottle for you.
I appreciate that. I mean, we'd appreciate that.
And as the two of you walk over to the table and stand there for a second, Erwin looks back and forth, and then he clears his throat and looks at you, Nyne, and does a jerk of his head towards the chair.
I'm already got it. I'm good. We'll share.
Pulls out a corkscrew and begins to very smoothly cut the wax off the top, and then fills glasses for you each, sets this bottle down next to it, and walks over to the phonograph and flicks it on, drops the pin onto the spinning record, and once the music starts to play, turns, reaches the door, gives a small bow, and maintains the bow as he grabs the door and backs out, closing it.
Thanks, Erwin.
Thanks, Erwin. So this is your date. Ta-da! I wanted to do a surprise, but it's not a lot they can get by you, and I needed a little extra help. So we got dinner, we got some good booze, and we got some really good tunes and everything. And I wanted to make sure this was special for you, for everything we've kind of already been through. And you mean a lot to me, and I wanted to do this for you. So
I really appreciate it. You've thought about this a lot. How long have you been working on this? Since we got here?
Since I asked you out after the house, I just didn't know how to maneuver it. So I figured this place was nice, and Danny and Erwin were nice, and I kindly asked them if they would be down for this to assist with this, and they really liked it. That's kind of also why I didn't come to bed right away a couple of nights that we were here, because I was helping them out and to do this.
To know.
I wasn't running or anything like that. It's just I had to do right on my part, so I do apologize for that.
Oh, you have nothing to apologize for. That's so sweet.
Oh,
oh.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I was just gonna comment on the photograph. Did you know that the original photographs were just cylinders with like tin foil around, but they were pretty flimsy, so it was later replaced with like wax cylinders. I'm curious about this one, but I'll check later.
No, I didn't know, but okay. Honestly, when you spout off a lot of like really cool knowledge pieces and everything, that is so cool.
Okay, good. Because I'm sorry. Sometimes I can't help it.
No, I'm always listening. Like, trust me, I get to learn new things from you, and things that I may have known but I didn't know, but I get to learn more about it and everything too. But I really love jazz music, so I did ask Erwin to pick some really nice jazz tunes that we could listen to as well. But I and he kind of like rummages in his bag. I got this for you. I went to the bookstore. That's where I went. They got a really nice bookstore there, but I got you this like used book, because I know you kind of like new things, but you also kind of like old things from when we were in the house, and like vintage things. So this is a used book. It's it's called Wild Hearts. It's like a gothic romantic book. So yeah, and he hands her the book.
Thank you. I'll start reading the back and then realize that I will definitely get too into it if I keep reading. So I'm just going to gently kind of set it down. That was really sweet.
Yeah.
That was really thoughtful. How long have you liked jazz?
I think forever. But it really hit me when we were at that other bar with the Fastani and stuff. And I was like dancing with the people and everything. And it was really cool. And like really slow tones of like, I really love a good saxophone. Like it's the best thing ever.
I love saxophones. It's funny because as a woodwind instrument, like it's just, anyway, it's great. I think my favorite part about jazz is that so much of it's improvised. You listen and you wonder, did they plan this, or was it spur of the moment? And I like that.
Sometimes spur of the moment things are kind of better than planned. You kind of have to get thrown into it and you react, like most fights are. Like, I don't plan to go into a fight. All I do is plan to either walk out or get knocked out. That's what I do.
I think I prefer these types of plans, like this plan. I don't really like fighting, but you talk like you fought. Like is that something you remember?
Yeah. Those are the vivid memories that I have. I was really good at it, and I genuinely like it.
It seems like you're still pretty good at fighting.
Thank you. I hope I am. I don't want to get knocked out or whatever. If I do, I'll get back up. It's fine. I got 8 other lives. I'll be okay. It's fine.
That's not true. Is that?
Listen, you are a beautiful woman with angel wings, and you are on a date with a man who is a giant cat. Anything is possible at this point.
It's true.
You could fly.
Do you like reading? I can fly, yeah. I've been actually practicing flying while carrying somebody.
Oh, who you been carrying?
Well, the plan was to jump out the window, so I was going to try to carry whoever jumped out. But it was only Brawk. But someday I could probably carry you. Or try.
You know what?
I hold up
I'd
my
love
arm.
to see this. You
Maybe.
think you can hold me? Yeah, you think you can. Just look.
I'll
this
try to
muscle
lift your
there.
arm off the table.
See, look at that. Look at that. It's already going. It's already going.
I got one
I'm
arm.
already going. Just look at that. Look at that.
That's like 25% of the
Lifting
way
your
there.
arm. You're just lifting.
No, I'm not.
We'll
You can't prove that. I'm sorry.
I'll practice.
I do like reading. Like, okay, I like to read. I like I told you before, my brain don't work sometimes, but when it does, it does. But most of the time, I like comic books. Like there was some in the bookstore there, and like there's like these old pulp comic books where there's a hero, he saves the day, he beats the villain, and all that, and sometimes gets the dame in the end. But sometimes it doesn't work. It's just all cool like that.
I've always felt
sense
like
of
a
justice.
hero. Oh, what?
No, it's like a sense of justice. But what were you saying? You are a hero, by the way.
No, but I do think though that heroes are often only as strong as the villain they oppose, and so I think that I think maybe we're all a little bit heroic. We're opposing a pretty big villain.
We're really fighting the devil, so hey, what more can happen? She summons dogs out of nowhere, just 6 of us. It's okay.
As you all are down here, just a reminder, you are well below, or you're below ground level. Right now, there aren't any windows down here. But as you two begin to discuss the devil and fighting that, you hear very clearly a rumble of thunder that you can only imagine how much louder it must be for those above you.
Yeah, do you believe that people's moods can affect the weather?
I'm going to affect my weather.
As you ask that, we cut away from dinner here for a moment. And I love this jazz tune, but let me drop it down a little bit. That one had some stank on it. Hawthorne, you get Brawk situated. Is there anything else you would be wanting to do this evening?
Hawthorne would probably stick with Brawk, not wanting him to be alone if he randomly woke up. But for sure, he would need to pee. So at a certain moment, he would stumble out of the room and probably see like Gloria and Nyne at the bottom of the stairs meeting up finally. And he's like, yeah. He starts shaking a little bit. Yeah. And then goes to the bathroom and then goes back and pretty much is awake. He doesn't just fall asleep right away. And so if a thunderstorm does start happening, he would probably go to the window and look out of it. But he would stay in the room with Brawk because he wouldn't want him to be alone.
Hawthorne, could you please make me a spirit roll? And depending on what you roll, you may have to roll me another. Could you make this with a -2, please?
Sure. And I'm not sure what's happening. My push to talk isn't working. It just has me full on
It's all good.
talking. I'm going to make sure I fix it.
It's
here in a
all
second.
good.
Did you say it was with a negative any
Yes,
kind?
-2, please.
Okay. I'm going to spend a penny to re-roll.
Okay.
At the moment, it's 1. Not a critical, but
Right,
just a
yeah,
1.
yeah. Good note, because that does matter.
Damn, that -2. It's a 3. I'll stick with my 3.
Sticking with the 3. Could you roll me that same spirit check again, please? Still with the -2. So the first one is
Nyne,
a 3.
this whole time, I'm still just rattling off facts about thunder to you. Know that you're
I am
learning
just-
all about it.
It's okay.
I don't
Having a
know
great
if this
time.
is better or not. It now exploded, and now I have a 9.
Okay.
Because hopefully that's not bad. Though,
Brawk.
like you have a list of things.
How passed out are you?
I don't feel good, Dad. Probably mostly passed out, but has reached the point where he's very easy to stir.
Got it. Could you make me a spirit check with a -2, please?
Let's go.
This may or may not be relevant. I just want it rolled in case it is.
I didn't even have Foundry up. I'm bad.
I can roll for you if you'd like.
Go for it. No, I want to do it. I want to do it.
Don't
no.
give him that power. Don't give him that
I want
power.
it.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't do it.
Immediately.
It's Foundry rolling it either way.
I'm doing it. It's my juju.
There's juju.
I'm voting it right now.
You can tell this is my best friend. Juju. This is juju.
Okay, spirit, you say?
Yes, please.
Where is it?
It's one of your
That's
attributes.
in there. I got it. It shrunk, so that's gonna be a cool clear too.
Okay. Let me check one thing here. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. We see, Brawk does not, but we see, as Hawthorne is looking around the room, he goes, relieves himself, comes back, sees that Brawk is still there, sleeping off his drink, just mumbling to himself a little bit. We see Hawthorne look towards the window. The rain pattering against it. The occasional streaks of lightning that you can see, some of them much louder than others. And as a strike of lightning illuminates the room, which was only dimly lit, it is late, we see Hawthorne walk towards the window. The windows have bars on them, but they can still be opened, but they have bars. We see Hawthorne walk towards the window, undo the latch, and start to slide the window up and open. And as he does that, let's go ahead and take a break. I think it's time for a bathroom break, and we're going to figure out what that's all about as soon as we come back. So
I don't know what it is.
Don't go anywhere, y'all. You need an answer to the mystery. See you all in a few minutes. We are back. Hawthorne opens the window. And through the bars flies inside a bat. It flutters around the room a couple times, and then as it goes to look like it's landing on the ground, just a small cloud of mist, and then as the cloud clears...
Good evening, Hawthorne. Oh, poor Brawk looks like he cannot handle his liquor. You can.
Strahd von Zarovich stands in front of you, alone, for all intents and purposes in this moment, in this room.
Would Hawthorne know what he was doing? Like he would see that he was opening a window
yes,
and had
yes.
no control.
You have
He would
full
know all of
awareness that you were doing that. You just don't remember wanting... You remember wanting to do that, but you also remember not wanting to do that.
Hawthorne being kind of drunk and a little taken back, like he was having a good night, and then all of a sudden it's like you're on a good high, and then all of a sudden it's going down bad, real fast. So he's going, oh, hello, ma'am. Yes. You don't need to wake him up, okay?
Do not worry, I am...
Just leave Brawk alone.
I am not here to ruin your perfectly pleasant evening. Have no fear, Hawthorne. I simply come to talk. May I?
Gestures towards one of the chairs, and before you say yes, she grabs the chair and sits down in it, crossing her legs, showing her black heels that have a blood-red sole. Or blood-red... Is that the bottom? Yeah, the sole. Blood-red sole of the shoes.
How are you this evening, Hawthorne?
Well, to be honest, I was doing a lot better than I am now. Nice shoes. What do you want?
Brawk, could you please make me a... Actually, no. Brawk starts to stir in this moment and starts to wake up, and Strahd looks that direction and just says, shh, 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 shh. And Brock's murmuring quiets, and he begins to snore as she uses the slumber power on Brawk.
Now, yeah, I do enjoy group conversations, but I was very much looking forward to an opportunity to speak with you one-on-one. Have you, by chance, remembered anything from your previous life yet?
Instinctively, Hawthorne puts his hand in his pocket and starts rubbing this rope, this braided piece in his pocket.
Her eyes flick to your hand and your pocket.
Some memories are buried deep, difficult to remove entirely. I did the best I could.
He pulls his hand out instinctively as soon as he sees she's clocked it, because he wasn't doing it, like, thinking-wise. And he's like, well, there's bits and pieces, but I've also seen pieces of your memories. Pieces of your past.
No notice check necessary. Her expression is something she is very conscious of, and so it isn't a big change, but the small smile fades, and the tone of her voice is just slightly harsher.
Oh? And what have you seen?
I saw a little girl who was working her hardest. learning how to fence, how to fight. It was beautiful to see different pieces of you. And he's sort of trying to compliment her in a way, because he can tell that she's not very happy. But he had thought that she was the one causing this.
Mm-hmm. Totally makes sense.
He was not aware. So he's trying to like back it up and sort of mend the thing a little.
Well, then you know a little about my past, and I know a great deal about yours. Do you wish to know who you were, Hawthorne? For I can tell you. A fascinating individual. That's why I asked you here.
Hawthorne's having a flashback to the mirrors and seeing himself as this person who was bloody, who is like covered, and he was a fighter. I mean, he's a big minotaur, and he was not that before. Then he starts to think, and he's like, "What? Why would you take it from us just to give it back? What do you have to gain from that?"
Well, perhaps you. I am always in search of capable individuals. That is part of why I called you all here in the first place. And besides, I am not a cruel person, Hawthorne. Karina would not be alive right now were it not for me. Is that the actions of a cruel woman? To save her life?
Well, you were the one who put her life in danger. You were the one who made her what she is. I would counter that you're just playing around with little toys, seeing how you have fit. What is your end game? You want something. You want something out of giving me this. I just need to know.
We can discuss what I want from it, if you want to discuss. Do you want your memories back, Hawthorne?
Who wouldn't want their memories back? That's a question. He's starting to get a little bit loud. That's a question that everybody would say yes to. You took what wasn't yours, and now you're just taunting me with it, and you want something for it. What do you want?
She stands up and strides towards the window.
Oh, but you are wrong, Hawthorne. There are many memories one might choose to leave in the waste bin of forgetfulness if we had the option. I know I would. All I wish in return for such a boon would be for you to stop viewing me as your enemy and start realizing that I am your friend, or could be.
I mean, that's kind of like okay. He's still a little drunk, so he's like trying to follow. He's like, that's kind of opinion based. So, I mean, I could try to think of you that way, but if I naturally, emotionally don't think of you that way, I can't really help it. So I don't really know if I could keep up that side of the bargain.
Well, then you just consider my offer, hmm?
She turns around and looks at you.
Well, I do hope that you and Brawk continue to have a pleasant evening. Do not fret, he will wake here soon, should he wish.
And as she
Hawthorne's
approaches...
going to try and ask.
Oh,
He's
go
going
ahead.
to try and ask something really fast.
Mhm.
He's going to be like, do you know who would be showing us your memories? Trying to show that he didn't know it wasn't her.
Make me a notice check. No penalty. as you're making this check, her face gets a little tight for a second, and she says, she does not answer your question, but with a 5 on that notice check, you feel like she has an idea. But instead of answering, she walks over to you. She's close to eye level with you. She is a tall woman. And she repeats, "Have a wonderful night, Hawthorne. It is always a pleasure to speak with you." And she extends her hand towards you, palm down.
Hawthorne will reach out, naturally taking her hand, bow down, looking up at her, keeping his eyes on her. He'll kiss her hand, and then let go.
Now,
As she takes her hand back,
I have some business to attend to. Be a good boy and stay here. We wouldn't want any trouble. Hmm? Pleasant dreams.
Promises and promises.
Pleasant dreams, Hawthorne.
and she leaves by the door.
Hawthorne would wait until she left the room completely and the door shut to scurry after to see if she was naturally just walking down the stairs.
You open the door and you open it a crack, and at almost eye level, looking right through the door, Stradia is still there.
What did I say? Go inside. Now. Hmm?
What are you doing out there? You should leave through the window. I don't
am
trust
not
this.
in the mood to have my will questioned by a guest in my land, Hawthorne. If you would do me the favor of allowing this interaction to remain a pleasant one, I would be very grateful.
Fine. I'll close the door, but I am keeping an ear out, woman. But, again, great shoes. And he's gonna close the door.
You hear... Make me another notice check as you're listening.
No, I don't want to notice things.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
No, shut up.
Automatic 0.
Shut up. I noticed everything. I got an 11. I'm very attuned at the moment.
You hear 3 crisp clicks of her high heels on the floor, and that's all you hear. You don't hear any more steps.
I'm not hearing like screams or anything bad from downstairs. Okay, that's what matters.
You listen for another minute or two, just shaking a little bit as you're trying to keep your breathing steady so that you can hear. Don't hear any screams. Don't hear any commotion. You just hear the rain, the occasional sounds from the tavern below. That's it.
Hawthorne's going to go over really quickly and close the window.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to sit below the window in a ball because, one, he's not going to wake up Brawk because he wants him to sleep, and he's not going to ruin a perfectly good night, and Karina is over as someone, so he's just going to take it all in himself and sit there, sort of just rubbing his braid and just eyes wide open. And he's not going to sleep.
We leave this room behind for a moment. Before I check back in with our date, Karina, Is there anything you would be wanting to do before bed, after Ira comforts you and gets you back towards the bedroom that Father Lucian has allotted for Ira, and for you as well in this moment? Ira's gotten you back there, dried, dressed, into bed, or at least onto the bed. Is there anything you would be doing?
Ira. Don't look at this in a weird way. Do you think you could tie me up?
They definitely look at that in a weird way when you say that, as they were in the process of like getting a fire going in the fireplace, and you say that, and you see Ira's head just lift and then turn around with a squinted look and a bemused smile on their face. I'm sorry?
Either that or you lock me in the closet.
They walk over and sit on the bed with you. Because a reminder, I don't believe Ira has been told anything on this topic. And as they sit down on the bed and take your hand, you can tell that they are aware that you are asking something serious, not lighthearted, not playful, but they're also trying to remove the tension from the moment a little bit. Well, I could certainly oblige such a request, but is there anything you're wanting to talk about?
When we were attacked in the woods, in the little tree hut Hawthorne made, I almost died.
I
To
remember.
one of those wolf men, and earlier in the evening when we were fighting for the bones, I almost died again. And for a moment there, I was surrounded by darkness, and I welcomed it. But then a moment later, I was one of those creatures, one of those monsters. I wanted nothing but to tear those around me apart, and I can't share this space with you without a certainty that won't happen again. While you sleep, while I sleep. I don't want to be alone, Ira.
You're not alone. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. I don't know.
I think I should.
They squeeze your hand, and with their other hand, reach towards their neck. And even though you all were preparing for sleep, Ira is still wearing a scarf. They always are, or a high collar. But at the moment has a scarf on and loosens the scarf and shows there's 2 bite marks on their neck.
Karina, if anyone were to see these, there are enough people in my own hometown who think me a monster. If people were to see these, everyone would. It
doesn't make me a monster just because they think I am. And just because you think you're a monster, that doesn't mean you are.
He said I was.
Who?
The one that gave you those bite marks.
They swallow hard at even the oblique reference to that individual. If you all have taught me anything, it's that you don't have to be slaves to her will. I have to believe that. If I don't believe that, then what's the point of any of this? I'm not going to give in just because that's what she wants, and you aren't either. You are you. You've saved my life. You've helped people you didn't need to help, just out of the kindness of your heart. It doesn't sound like a monster, Karina.
I was me when I changed, Ira. I was something feral and vicious and hungry. All I ask is that I'm either put somewhere where I cannot hurt you.
Hey. Okay. You can do that. It's no problem. But if I'm going to do that, I need you to do something too. Don't give up.
What?
Fight. Be you. It's all you ever have to be is you. That's enough. It's enough for me. It's enough for your friends. And it should be enough for you. So I
Okay.
will try to ask for some rope in a very not suspicious way. But
Good luck with that.
yeah, thank you. They get a little red. I can't wait to see what the father says in response to that.
If you'd rather, I could ask. I don't think he thinks of me very highly as it is, and it would definitely be seen in that way. But
I can do it. But you still have to promise me. I'm not going to give up. You're not going to think that you're a monster just because that's what she says you are. Because I'm not going to think of myself as a victim and her plaything just because that's what she says I am. And if I can do that, then you can do this. And if you can't do this, then I don't know if I can. All right?
right. All right. I promise to you that I will not give up.
Right. All right. Rope. Be right back. And they step out of the door, and about 5 minutes later return, like, practically wheezing in held-in laughter as they walk in and close the door with a coil of rope. I think the father is going to have some interesting prayers to make before bed. I didn't know a person could turn that shade. But here we are. Rope. Do you want me to do it now? Or do you want to wait?
I mean, I can wait.
All right. And they lay down on the bed after setting the coil of rope nearby and scoot to one side, extending an arm in a very clear invitation for you to rest your head there.
And she will do so.
And Ira just holds you until your breathing starts to change with oncoming sleep, and then you just hear, "All right, Karina, yeah, we gotta do it now, okay?" And we see as Iris starts to, as a precaution, restrain Karina. And as we hear the tightening of the rope, we cut away from this scene. And we head back to the Blue Sky Inn. I am going to beg everyone's forgiveness. I am super hydrated and need to take a 3-minute break.
I am angry. You left us hanging on
it'll only
a limb
be
with Karina and her.
Oh, hey, what? It'll only be like 3 minutes. I'll be right back, y'all. I am so sorry.
Ahead,
it's a pressing emergency. I'll be right back.
Go ahead.
And we're back.
Lightning's actually kind of wild. I mean, like, if you think about it, in a fraction of a second, all the air around the lightning heats up to 5 times the temperature of the sun. I mean, and then, the air expands explosively, creating the shockwave, and then the air's rapidly compressed, and we get the sound. I don't know, are you feeling kind of warm?
A little bit, but I'm a naturally hot furnace anyway. Like, I'm naturally warm because fur. So if lightning were to hit sand, does it turn into glass?
Well, I mean, I guess glass is. I get distracted for a second and then pull back to the conversation. Maybe.
And we see that Gloria and Nyne are both holding halfway full glasses of wine. The bottle, still with the dust of the cellar on it, is now closer to empty than full. There is already the appetizer plates empty. The food that Danny and Erwin prepared for you all is no different, really, from the food that they offer because they have what they have. But they've tried to dress it up the best that they can. You know?
At that point, I've just like scooted a little bit closer. My
if you
knees
want to
are
get close,
to
you can
touching
get
or
closer.
touching.
If you'd like, it's okay. And you know what? He just grabs a chair and pulls it into him. So, listen, Doc. You've been asking a lot about me and everything, but I want to know more about the wonderful Dr. Gloria Goodwin. What do you
See,
remember?
I talk a lot. You don't talk as much. This is.
I talk
I
when
like
it's
it.
necessary. Well,
Like now.
Oh.
Hopefully you feel free and safe to talk.
Well, honestly, I do, because I know earlier this morning when we got the coffee, we just kind of sat there. It was nice. For literally when I'm with you, I get to have peace. I don't have to worry about fighting vampires, werewolves, ghouls, or anything like that. I'm just here with you in the moment, and that brings me peace. And you hear the purring start, and yeah, so I genuinely, I think I need to go flip that over. Give me 1 second. Just flips the tape over. Okay.
I'm sorry.
know
I
what
just
that
have to
is.
say this is hilarious. You didn't like his music. That was really cute.
I changed the track. You flip the record, it changes the track.
It felt a little bit too commercial. I'm more of an indie guy. So it's okay.
That's fair, I respect it.
Okay, look. Listen. Hey. And gets right back in the spot and pulls her closer. But no. I'm curious to know what your brain is always going a mile a minute. I know that. And it's one of my favorite things about you is you're always thinking either one step ahead or coming up with any plans and like that. But I want to also be your safe space to where you can just slow down and let your head down. Like, honestly, I got to see
I
you
mean, I
get a little
can
bit
if you'd
angry.
prefer it down.
No, it's like a metaphor.
I'll pull down like the clip from my hair.
Oh. But that's pretty. I like that. But no, it's more about just like I got to see you like a little bit angry, a little bit, because that was kind of cool.
Sorry about that.
No. Oh no, that was great. I like the spicy side too. It's fun because I know that you stand your ground on things. And sorry about the plan not working. Sorry about that. It's just things happen. Improvise like jazz. Anything could happen. But
That's true.
it's more about wanting to know more about, like, me and you, we don't know much about our past, but I do want to be in the present with you, that maybe hopefully we got a future together later on, you know? And so I want to know about you, Dr. Gloria Goodwin. So, hey.
At this moment, the door opens and Erwin walks in. He is holding a tray that has more food on it, the entree. He's only come in to check, or come in once before since he showed you in here, and that was to bring in the appetizers, the soup, because that's what they have. He knocked the first time, he doesn't knock this time. But he walks in and he starts to set the new plates down on the table. Both of you, could you make me notice checks? Just out of curiosity. Just to see what you see.
Four?
Got a 5. 5 plus 4 equals 9.
Well,
Hey.
I mean, I guess it can't hurt. Like, there's probably no fighting tonight. at
Oh
our
yeah, you
date.
can spend your
I'll-
bennies, y'all.
I'll spend a Benny. I clicked a button, but I got a 9.
9. Okay.
I didn't mean to add the -1.
He isn't as gregarious. You know, when he showed you here, you know, he had the look of pride on his face and was excited for you. None of that right now. Just kind of blank face. And as he sets the...
Does he look ill?
He doesn't look ill. He just looks kind of empty in terms of his expression. And as he takes the plates that are empty and places the full entree plates on the table, which the food smells delicious, by the way. There's slightly tarnished but actual silver, chipped but once fine china. As he sets the second plate down, he bumps the bottle of wine, and it falls onto the table, spilling a little bit that's left, and then just rolls and shatters onto the ground, and he does not respond to that.
Owen.
When?
Nyne, I'm going to try to stand up. In the process, kind of tripping myself, but can I try to look him over a little, or make a medicine check?
Sure, make me a medicine check.
That'd be healing.
Oh, yes, healing, sorry. D&D, healing.
An 11.
Gloria, you don't see anything visually wrong with him. However, you smell something. You smell rot. You smell old, decaying flesh. And with your notice check, you see a fly buzzing around Erwin.
Thank you, Erwin. We really appreciate it.
Walk up out of here like that. Hey, Erwin, you good, man?
This whole time, he has not reacted to anything really that either of you have said. And he just stands there.
Nyne, this date night means more to me than I can say, but I'm gonna lean over, stand on my tiptoes and get a little higher to try to whisper to you. There's something wrong. It's like his body is dead or decayed, or we shouldn't eat this food. We should check on his wife and see if maybe help him upstairs.
Erwin, as you are having this conversation, the tray of dirty dishes in his hand, walks towards the door, sets the tray down on one of the barrels, and closes the door while he is still inside with you. And turns towards the two of you, just blankly staring. But now you can hear...
I just asked for one.
Wait, what do we hear?
his breathing sound. Here, oh, because Discord shut it off. Hold on. I can make it so Discord will pick me up. I just have to turn on push to talk. Ragged breath.
Oh no.
I just wanted one night.
Ethan, have my PowerPoints refilled since we've been resting?
Yes, you recover 5 an hour. So I would say you would have recovered, by this point, 15 out of however many
Great.
you had spent.
Okay, so I had 2, so I'm probably up to 17.
Yeah.
Okay. There's something wrong. There's something clearly wrong. This feels really bad. Can I try to see if I can help and heal Erwin? This looks pretty bad. Could I try the greater healing?
Yeah. Go ahead and make me an occult roll to see if your power goes off.
Okay. Five.
5. You just instinctually, it's your default to help, to heal. And as your wings just flit ever so slightly, the sparkles going towards Erwin, you get a feeling that you've had once before. When you tried to use this same ability on someone who was no longer alive.
Nyne, I'm just gonna hold on to your arm. I think he's dead.
As you say that, Erwin just begins to lunge towards the two of you, and that's where we're going to pick up next time.
Rude.
We should let Nyne take him out because we know he's got to defend
Oh,
his woman.
we know
And
Nyne will be
then
fine. We know Nyne will be
that.
fine, but
Oh no, is this glorious first combat?
figure that out next time. What a perfect spot to leave it. Woo! This was a whiplash of a session. I love this session so much. I can't wait to talk with you all about it in the decompress after we get off the stream. But please don't go anywhere, y'all, because we will be raiding after I let all of these incredible people let you know where you can find them when they're not here rolling dice, being adorable, and having trauma. Let's go in the reverse order of what we did. God, Darth Maul looks pissed at me. Let's go at the reverse order.
You asked for this.
I've had this nightmare.
You asked for all of it, Andy.
Anna Margaret, where can people find you? What are you up to?
Hello, you find me everywhere online at It's Anna Margaret. I recently just hit 18,000 on YouTube. So check out my YouTube videos. They come out every Friday. And then I also will announce soon, I have some fun conventions coming up, including a big charity convention. And I'm super excited. We'll be running some programming for that. So keep your eye out for a bunch of exciting things.
Sally?
Hey you guys, SallyQuinnCreations here. You can find me everywhere, SallyQuinnCreations. We're on Twitch, we're rocking it. We're just staying sane while we can. Everyone stay safe out there. And thank you, Ethan, for a terrifyingly horrible session. I loved it. Okay.
Lauren?
Oh, hi. Lauren, Half a Thousand Faces Cosplay, also here. The Twitch Girls. I'm playing lots of games. Currently, my game of choice is South of Midnight. We just started yesterday. I'm probably going to play again tomorrow. Who am I? And I'm on hard mode. Let's go. D&D, modeling, 95% Lauren, spicy stuff. You know the drill.
Mav?
I hate it here. Not really. I love it here. Hi, I'm your favorite black guy on the internet here. You can find me here on Twitch at DigitalClubhouseTV, where I play all the wide variety of games. I'm currently working my way through Life is Strange Before the Storm, and get used to it because that's what we're doing until March 26th, is we have to do Before the Storm, double exposure, and then play Reunion. So have fun with that, and I play a lot of Borderlands and a wide variety of games on Sundays. And I'm here playing D&D, throwing dice, digital and real. Okay, bye. I gotta go deal with this trauma now. I just wanted one night, one perfect night. That's all. Now I gotta beat my homie's ass with my girl. So it's great.
Not in a horror game. You can't have one night. There's no fun. No fun for any of us.
Boss.
And Matty.
Hello, I need to remember who I am. You can find me online as Mithril Cosplays. I'm also here occasionally playing Lords of Sins, which next episode coming out. It's fucking intense. I may or may not have been waiting for this one for months. But yeah, check that out. Check out my costumes. Currently working on Julian and Ford from Critical Role, because I can never just work on one thing at once. And I will be guesting at Vancouver Expo in 2.5 weeks about. Oh god, that's coming up so fast. And that's my birthday weekend, so if you find me,
Been there.
come say hello.
I've done conventions on my birthday. My name is Ethan. I am the Buff DM and the Forever GM on Go Buff Yourself. You can find me also as the other half of Thousand Faces Cosplay. Thank you all so much for being here. Like I said, you can check out past episodes of everything we do on Go Buff Yourself as a podcast or on YouTube if you prefer to watch it and not listen. But we're going to go ahead and get a raid started. So, like Lauren said, she'll be streaming here again tomorrow. So please drop a follow if you haven't. Probably. Maybe. But drop a follow so you get an announcement when. And until we see you next time, friends, we got that raid initiated. Like Sally said, it's a tough time out there. And I have no doubt whenever this episode comes out on YouTube in a year, it will still be a tough time out there. So please take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Give yourself extra space, extra time, but also stay aware. We need you aware. Take care of each other. That's the only way we're going to make it through. So until we see you next time, we love you. Be good to yourselves. Fuck fascists. And go buff yourself. Bye, y'all.